and one for one of the dumbest reasons. This dude, Ray, I forgot his name, but he split up because this girl was trying. Yeah. This girl was trying to give some ass. But she was trying to do something just a little freaky. He's like, oh, I don't know if I can handle this.
It's just a little bit of like, hey, can you just choke me a little bit? And like, ooh, too much for me.
He acted like she said, let me shit on your chest. And he's like, oh, I'd rather just hang with the killer. I'm excited to be returning to Chicago, performing at the Lincoln Lodge for the first time for my own brand of sit-down comedy. Get your tickets now by going to doubletoastedchicago.com, and I'll see you soon. That fisherman is back. And as I said before, he's still up in everybody's business.
Right.
Yeah, I know what you did last night. Why don't you mind your own?
Yeah, worry about what you did.
Worry about what you did last summer. Get a new hat. Bitch ass. So this is, I don't know, sequel, reboot, a little bit of both.
It's got to be
legacy sequel.
Like is that what they're saying? God damn it! But now we just
they brought back the original cast, but it's like we're doing the same movie again. So legacy sequel.
Legacy sequel, which just means we still don't have any ideas.
Yeah, we're reselling you the same thing you bought years ago.
Yeah, but this time with a little extra dose of nostalgia, which means we don't have to do a thing. We can just repackage the whole thing and give you the same old shit. Hey, but work back then, it'll work this time, right? Well, that's what we're here to talk about because, as you said, this is a legacy sequel. It's except this time they're doing a little bit something different. This time, unlike the last time, you have a group of young people who were driving down a road responsible for possibly accidentally killing somebody, and that person comes back knowing that they all are feeling guilty, and wait a minute, that sounds like the same shit we did before. God damn it!
That's it exactly.
Well, y'all really are lazy,
man. This city, yeah, right. How many times can this happen?
How many times the young people gonna stand on a windy road and accidentally push some guy off a cliff?
When is the city gonna put guardrails up? That's the question.
Never, because we need more sequels. But so in other words, the same old shit. But again. Sometimes that's what people want to see. I mean, why you think Disney keeps making live action remakes? Why you think Marvel keep making the same right now? Hey, why do we have to try? When people will go see something because nostalgia is what really sells, which is not always a bad thing. Let's take a look at this trailer right here, and we'll be back with our quick review.
A check.
Wow.
He's like, God damn it, I wasn't even with them. I didn't have nothing to do with this shit.
I just got here.
I mean, I know we all kind of look alike, but goddamn.
And the killer's like, oh, my bad.
Oh, man, I said it before we did this review, and I'm going to say it again. I don't give a shit what you did last summer. Don't give a shit what you doing in this movie right here. And apparently this movie doesn't either, because as I was saying before, they couldn't even think of a new title. Right. I don't care how much legacy you got. God damn. Put at least I know what you did last summer, 2025 or the new generation or something.
Every time they were doing a sequel, the titles got stupider and stupider.
Oh, they sure did.
I still know what you did.
I still know what you did last summer. I'll always know what you did last summer. I'll be knowing what you did last summer.
I'm looking forward to what you do this summer.
As I was telling Martin, I thought he would come up with a title and say, you know what you did. Shit, you figure it. Man, here's the thing that amazes me. The first one wasn't that good. Y'all got lucky with that one.
I mean, I guess lucky. It was a watered down version of Scream that really wasn't that good. Then they made a sequel that was infinitely worse.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. They got lucky because, listen, the first one wasn't that good, but at least they were riding that wave. Yeah. Of Scream ripoffs, Scream fever, or whatever was going on at the time, because that resurgence of slasher films. Except this time, instead of 80s teens, it was 90s teens and young people. Sure, and so it was a resurgence that Scream caused, and so this movie at least was riding the success of that. It was pretty much dick riding this film.
It was the same screenwriter, so they really played that as Kevin Williamson from the same guy that wrote Scream.
That's right. But
it doesn't have the same meta commentary that made Scream cut through and kind of redefine the genre. It's a much more straightforward version of it.
No, you're exactly right,
it's
Sean.
like, it's written by Kevin Williamson while he was on the toilet. While he was setting up whatever his real movie was going to be.
He really was just getting some easy money with this, man. But today, in 2025, no one asked for this shit. I don't care how much legacy they got up in there or how cool the last one was. They had a TV show out, I think.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
And no one cared about that.
No.
So I don't know who came up and thought this was a good idea. Somebody should send him a letter. I don't know what you wrote last summer. Man, there is nothing memorable in this movie at all. But, and I would say even the second movie, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, is more memorable than the original. Because, out of all these movies, at least that sequel, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, at least it had something that you walked away that you were never going to forget. And that is Jack Black with dreads right there. Like, that is something we need. You want to talk about some real horror. Even he's looking like, why y'all do this shit to me? Yeah, I know what you did last summer. You got that shit ass haircut right there. It's not just the look. It's probably one of the best deaths, and it is the best death in the whole series because I have never seen a person drag out the word "God damn it." Do you remember this death? Did you see this movie?
Rewatched it before watching the new one.
No!
Do you remember that? God damn it!
Can I help you?
God damn it!
Ow. Skadoosh.
Skadoosh! Scooby-Doo! But here, all the kills are lame.
Yeah. Not an exciting or interesting one kill. And a lot of them don't even make sense. You're like, why are you going after them? And how are you so easy to beat? And where'd you get this power to teleport?
Yeah. And you know what? And it's too bad that the kills aren't that good or nothing interesting is going on here because that's all that the characters had going on for them. None of these characters, not only they're not interesting, but these characters here are some of the dumbest people I've ever seen in a horror movie in a long time. They are so dumb, they didn't even really kill anybody.
Right.
The night that this happened, it was just a dude that was just driving badly. He was swerving on the road he shouldn't be going so fast on. Saw some big ass dude and his big ass head in the middle of the road and swerved around him. And all of them could have easily been like, well, it's his fault. But them being so dumb, we can't say a word. We can't go to the police with this. Why not? Just tell him you were taking a piss. You were walking back to your car and the dude just driving too fast. I think that for a horror movie, you can call it thriller or horror movie, whatever. But what'd you think about these characters, man? I should get you into the discussion here. Did you like this movie?
It didn't bother me, but there's nothing, like you said, there's just nothing really memorable about it. It wasn't offensively bad to me. Like I didn't go to it expecting much more than watching dumb characters getting killed. That's what I got. The biggest thing that bothered me was the end of the movie where it was like, that's the explanation for what's happening? That was your answer? That was, because it's even more of a whodunit than the original one was. And so you're waiting, what's our motivation? Because they build out this lore about the city and how they tried to rebrand it after everything that happened. I thought some of that was kind of interesting. Of like, what would the city's reaction to be to everything before? So you're waiting, like, what's the reveal of everything happening? And then it was like just so like petty and silly and tied to like a line of dialogue that you're like, what? And you've been like messing with everybody the last year, like what? And then the second twist on top of it, it was like, what?
It's one of the dumbest endings.
Well, it's already set up, like you talk about the accident, where it's like, it's not really anybody's fault here.
When they're like, it'll be manslaughter.
Yeah.
do you know what manslaughter is? It's not that.
Yeah.
That's right. They should say that. It ain't manslaughter.
Yeah. And it's like, no, I'll talk to my dad. He'll take care of this. It just seemed like his dad would have been like, son, stop being an idiot. You didn't do anything.
Yeah. In fact, he'd be like, I already took care of it.
Yeah.
I know you dumb gonna do something stupid, so I'll call the police ahead of time.
I already set the EMTs down there.
Yeah.
It says, don't worry about
The
it.
moment y'all left the house, I had the police follow you, dumbass.
They so didn't do anything to the point where if you got a note saying, I know what you did last summer, you would go, okay, what? What did I do?
I'm gonna write a note back.
So yeah, from the beginning where we don't even have a good motivation for these killings to happen to the big reveal.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, I was like, this smacks of they wrote or filmed at least 2 other endings and showed it to a test audience.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, this is the one that tests better. And I was like, it doesn't make sense.
No.
It just has more of a twist. But it's one of those twists where you're like, that's stupid. Why? Yeah, of course I didn't guess that because that didn't even make any sense.
Yeah. You know, it's just hard for me to forgive movies where they go against the most basic rules of horror movies. Because what the cardinal rule, the number one rule, unless you were doing something like Scream and you were making fun of it, the thing you don't do is you don't split up. And these characters in the movie, at least they're smart enough to say that. They're all saying, it's better we all stick together in one room. Let's not split up. Next scene, they all going up. Next scene. And one for one of the dumbest reasons. This dude, Ray, I forgot his name, but he split up because this girl was trying.
Yeah.
This girl was trying to give him some ass. But she was trying to do something just a little freaky. He's like, oh, I don't know if I can handle this.
Yeah. It's just a little bit of like, hey, can you just choke me a little bit? And it's like, ooh, too much for me.
He acted like she said, let me shit on your chest. And he was like, oh, I'd rather just hang with the killer. And because he was so scared, because they said the killer's outside, all right? It's dark, he's outside. That fool went to the darkest part of outside, got in his car, and instead of choking that chick, his ass got choked out.
He had to go to his car while she's waiting on him and go like, come on, you could do this. All right, I guess.
So I was wondering, like, because this is another one I brought my son to. There's and so this scene happens. I was like, okay, this got awkward again. But I wasn't sure, like, did I miss something? Because I was thinking too much about like the awkwardness of having my son here. And then I was like, no, it was as simple as he walked off because he freaked out over that.
Yeah. And it's one if he's like, I'm going to go to a different room and think about this, but I'm going to go outside.
He went outside.
I'm going to leave safety and be very isolated.
Pussy scared him so bad, he went out to the killer. He said, I'd rather hang out with him. I'll take my chances with that. Instead of with this crazy bitch in here.
Is he the one that earlier the podcaster called him a beta?
I think so.
They literally, she's like, I'm getting beta vibes from you.
Yeah, and she wasn't lying. Stupid ass. One guy, he's probably the dumbest one. This dude, I forgot his name. But
Teddy.
Teddy
was like the one character I liked.
I liked him, but he's probably the dumbest one. Because Teddy got a note written on a glass telling him straight up, bitch, you next. He got his in writing. And next scene. Now you would think that if you got a note saying you're next and there's a killer killing people, you would take precautions.
Sure.
I don't know, like maybe keeping your ass in the house, and not going out when it's dark. He gets that note saying you're next. Next scene. My man is cold, chilling outside. Open area with a drink in his hand. He kind of half drunk.
Well, remember Teddy did beat the killer's ass earlier. It's just that he turned away for a second. The killer teleported away.
Yeah. No, I don't know what he's too dumb to even finish the job because he beat up the killer a couple of times. Yeah. In fact, when everybody was hiding, he's like, "I'm going to the gym, bro, so I can prepare for this asshole."
It was hilarious, but it was so dumb.
And all that working out, all that preparation, and this dumb man's out there drunk, pretty much with an arrow over his head, talking about, "I'm here." Sacrificed himself like that goddamn goat Jurassic Park. Come get me. Teddy, you stupid ass.
Yeah, come at me, bro.
Yeah, he turned his back on the killer after he put him on the ground. And of course, the killer came up and stabbed him in his ass. And it was funny. You remember where the killer tracked Teddy down? him and his daddy were keeping fisherman costumes in there. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Because the fisherman guy, he just stood there like, well, shit, this is kind of easy because he just stood there just waiting for Tater Pants.
Right. And you're like, why do you have fisherman costumes?
Well, easy for me. And it feels outdated. It's not even an outdated movie. It's like we were talking about, it's a TV show. It feels like an outdated CW TV show from 20 years ago. And which I'm gonna tell you, it probably would have been outdated then. Because like I said, it's so dated that it's just forgettable, man. There's this scene in here, and I remember saying this at our party. Now, I did not fall asleep in this movie. At least I don't think I did. I mean, maybe I took a real long blink or something. I don't know, but
A long blink.
but I was putting this review together, and I looked at this clip, and I was like, I don't remember this shit. I thought I had actually got the wrong clip. I thought it was from another I Know What You Did Last Summer movie, but no, it was this one. I don't remember nothing. And it's funny because how could I not remember that this old ragged ass, rusty ass cage looked like a mousetrap game?
How do you not remember the cage?
It's an old crab. That's a crab cage. You can't lift that up.
Yeah, or tip it over. So I kept thinking, just tip it. Okay, maybe it's too heavy to lift, but tip it over.
This old weak ass. I can't. Please. You know what?
She can't tip it over. The other one can't open the door.
So I was trying to, with that, well, not wanting to spoil things, but trying to remember like who was waiting outside. It was like, when you get to the reveal, like, does it? I don't know. Did it even make any sense with who was chasing them around?
No.
Just go get out. I hate it here.
That's kind of a funny line, but they all of them dumb.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, let's do the dumbest shit right here.
It is a dumb waiter.
Yeah, well, perfect. No, I don't remember none of that shit.
You don't?
I don't. I didn't remember a goddamn thing from that part. I really didn't. I was, like I said, I was awake. That shit left my mind the moment I walked out the theater.
Going back to what you said of when you get to the reveal, it doesn't even make sense who's getting killed. In that sequence, the person being chased.
Yeah.
It literally doesn't live there. There's nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you did last summer. Well, I don't know what you did last summer because you were not here.
You weren't here. Yeah, the whole, and I decided to kill these people for this reason. I was like, she doesn't qualify.
No.
Wait, no. And then the fiance at the beginning, the guy that gets the...
Yeah.
He had nothing to do with anything.
He had nothing to, that's what I'm saying.
It's like literally the wrong fiance is being killed.
Yeah. And they're killing shit. The killer's going after the wrong people first.
Right.
It's like, why not just knock off who you want and be done with it?
You know, I probably have a reason for that, but it doesn't make anything any smarter. It probably makes it dumber.
Probably.
Yeah. But y'all, I listen, probably the only positive thing that I can say about this is that Jennifer Love Hewitt is looking good. I like that she's a little thicker right now because everybody was giving her a hard time about being older and a fuller woman, and she looks amazing right there. Mm-hmm. I like thick Jennifer Love Hewitt. I remember saying this shit. I don't know what they were trying to kill her for in the first movie. You can't kill a skeleton.
Wow.
Sounds worse.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, but she's beautiful. Look at her,
it's like, oh, I'm not going to body shame her, and then I'm going to do that.
No. But you know, I came back. It's full circle now. Look how fine she is now. Look at that. No, they have a bunch of incels making fun of her and shit. No, she's a beautiful woman, and I think she looks better in age with age. And I just hate that they brought her back for a cheap ass reason in this. Her and Freddie Prinze Jr. So either they're doing nothing with these legacy characters, Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr., or they're doing something completely dumb with them. And the thing is, Freddie Prinze Jr. is giving terrible lines, but I actually thought he was all right in the movie. I think this is probably the best he's been in years.
We haven't seen him in years.
Yeah.
Technically, it is since he hasn't done anything.
Yeah,
but you are like, you came back for this?
Yeah.
You understand? It gave me so much money.
Well, that's too bad because that shit was wasted. Nothing. Yeah, somebody should spoil this shit. You know what? We've been here long enough. You're just gonna have to wait for the review and put it up on YouTube. So go check it out there. But as far as hey, look, here's something I ain't gonna spoil for the rating. It's some bullshit, some complete old bullshit. I'm thinking about the only reason why I'm not giving this a is because I probably don't remember half the movie. So I just want to be fair.
You sure you weren't asleep?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was like the man in Fantastic Four.
Exactly.
That dozing off. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is some more bullshit completely.
Yeah, I'm afraid it is. And the thing is, this wasn't a movie I had high expectations for, but I did have some, just in as much as they did such a good job with the most recent Final Destination.
Mm-hmm.
Like that like they really understood. Okay, taking this horror franchise, rebooting it, and making it something like going like, this is how we can make this better. That was wonderful. And I thought, if this could just have a little bit of that, and it had none of that.
No.
It's just as tired as you could imagine something being, maybe even a little worse. So while I wasn't thinking at all about some of bullshit.
Yeah.
So what's
I know I've been messing with that. I should stop doing that. So what do you give it? You don't even know. So we have some more bullshit, rental, matinee, and full price.
I'll go rental because I don't think it's particularly good, but it didn't offend me. I wasn't bothered by it. Like, I watched The Exorcist one. I was like, how could you do this to Exorcist? Like, what is this? I didn't feel like that. But I just didn't also expect much. Just people getting killed. Like, there's some of the lore stuff I kind of liked in it. And Billy Campbell, the Rocketeer. Mm-hmm. Just getting to see the Rocketeer in something 30 years later.
Wait, he was in this?
He's the dad
that's him.
That's the Rocketeer.
That's the dude that played the Rocketeer.
Wow. Yeah.
I didn't realize that was him.
Yeah. So that's it. That's really right there. That's what bumped it up for me.
I get that. I mean, with The Exorcist, it was them trampling on a classic.
Yeah, exactly.
And here it was like, right. This was never good.
Right.
So
this is just like, when my expectations weren't particularly high. And so I expect, whatever. So
Okay.
I'll call it a rental.
I'm going to tack the spoiler onto this from our party because that part I did get. So if y'all want to hear that, it'll pop up right now. Y'all want to spoil the ending?
Yes. And there's another scene that we can talk about if we're spoiling the Michelle Gellar nightmare that's just like out of nowhere.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Why the is this here? Do
Yeah,
you have like an extra $1 million to waste?
Oh, yeah, they crowbar her in with de-aging technology. And doesn't even make sense. It doesn't add anything to the story.
So let me tell y'all. Look, I'm gonna do my best to try to spoil the ending for you right here, because y'all don't, right? Y'all don't care. Okay, so so let me just No, what did you say?
He said they all die, right? No.
Just shut up and wait.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing about the movie is it has this gimmick to try and do where like every character seems like they're a possible, killer, but then they end up being a victim.
Yeah,
that shit gets old.
So let me tell y'all what happened. So at the beginning of the movie, there's an engagement party, and all the cool rich kids and the beautiful kids are there doing their thing, and then they all look at the one of the girls and they're like, "Hey, don't we know her?" And that's that girl right there. She's the caterer. And they're like, "Oh wow, we used to hang out back in the day, and look at her broke ass now." So now they're like,
yeah,
hey,
we heard she went crazy.
So they do something that is not typical of some of these movies because they would talk shit about it in other movies, but they're like, and they're actually cool. They're like, "Hey man, you know what? We used to hang around with her a long time ago. We should ask her to come hang with us again, man, just like we did back in the day." So they do ask her to do that. They go out, drive in after partying. That's when the whole faithful thing happens where somebody dies that night. And so they start getting the letters about, "Hey, I know what you did. You're responsible for killing somebody, whatever." So just to tell you right off the bat, the person who is the killer, who is this bitch right here? She said, she was the one, because they decide to tell you later on, like 40 minutes into the movie, that she had a relationship with the person that died. But they discovered, like they always do, through a picture.
Yeah.
Like, it's a small town. No one ever talked about them being together. No one ever saw them together. But somehow, in this picture, that's the only way they know.
Yeah. I think it was even later than that. It was more like an hour.
Yeah, it was like, it was near the end of the movie. They're like, "Oh my God. Oh, she's with the guy that died. She must be the killer." Oh.
But wait, we saw her with these people when the killer was killing people. She must have had an accomplice. Yes, she did.
Oh yeah, and y'all want to guess who it is? No, stop. Let me listen. Y'all want to guess who the other killer is? Who? Teddy. You talking about big head ass Teddy? Okay. Y'all hold on. I'll tell you who it is. What's that? The guy that what's that? The guy that they thought was dead did not die. That's a good guess. Teddy, that's a good guess. Max? Who?
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. You're close. Ray. And Ray whole excuse is, she's like, Ray, Jennifer Love Hewitt, she's like, Ray, why are you doing this? And Ray is like, man, they forgot about our story about us being killed off years ago. So I needed to kill people to remind them. You dumb mother.
Yeah, and then she says one of the worst lines in the movie, nostalgia is overrated. It's like, why does this shit exist?
Yeah,
Yeah, right?
Is it just us, y'all? Is that not the dumbest shit y'all ever heard? Goddamn Freddy from Scooby-Doo is the killer, y'all. And then, because he could just go out and do a campaign or do an Instagram or YouTube channel or something like, hey, never forget what we went through. No, I gotta kill people to remind you that we were being murdered. F*** off, man.
Well, also, people are dying in this little town, and the mayor of the town, who is Teddy's dad, doesn't want to shut things down because it's like, well, we're making money on tourists. It's like people
like Jaws.
Yeah, it's like Jaws. But in Jaws, you kind of understood, and here you're like, dude, people are getting murdered in a grisly way, and you don't want to shut things down? No, let's keep it quiet. What?
It's like Scooby-Doo, yeah.
It's totally like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, that goddamn dog should have been in this movie, man. Yeah. And I want to tell you something. Had that goddamn dog been in the movie, he'd be the smartest one out of all of them. Yeah. Him and Shaggy. Yeah, they should have had Shaggy come back.
I know. They would have sniffed it out.
Man, the movie's dumb, y'all.
It's super dumb.
The only reason why I would tell you, it's one of those movies, the only reason why to watch it is to know how dumb it is. Other than that, don't waste your time.
Yeah, don't take our word for it. See it for yourself.
Or would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.